Hello and welcome back. In my last video, I showed a functional state tree for our interactive fridge, drawer, and locker. It worked, but under the hood, we were relying on polling. Our evaluator was ticking every single frame, asking the actor, is the boolean true yet? How about now? While that's fine for a few objects, it's a performance trap when your world scales. Also, this is feedback I got from forums users too. Today, we are moving from asking to telling. We are refactoring the system to be entirely event-driven, using the power of gameplay tags and the state tree's native event buffer. I show entire refactoring process in this video, so stick till the end. And a big thank you to my 10 legendary subscribers. To do this right, we need a solid foundation. We have introduced Dolbase Actor as our primary abstraction. This follows the open-closed principle. Our base logic is closed for modification, but open for extension. Whether it's a fridge, a locker, or a drawer, they all inherit the same core interaction behavior, while keeping their specific logic isolated in their own classes. Instead of flipping a boolean, our interact method now sends a state tree event directly to the component. We have mapped these to specific gameplay tags like event state tree interact top. This effectively awakens the state tree only when an actual interaction occurs. Our evaluator, it no longer needs to tick. It's now a passive context binder, saving us precious CPU cycles across hundreds of actors. I'm going to fast forward here so you can see the refactor in action. Watch how the transitions in the state tree editor shift from conditions to global tasks or event triggers. We are stripping away the complexity and letting the events drive the state changes. This is the single responsibility principle in action. The actor handles the input and the state tree handles the behavior.